Welcome to the League News, where I talk about the meta, increases and downfalls of the current League patch, so you know what to pick and avoid to get that free elo. Let's start with the champion of the patch, which is Kog'Maw. He received some big buffs 2 patches ago in 14.5, and now we're seeing the results of that. While increasing his slow and making his passive more reliable is already good, I think the biggest impact had the changes on his Q and ult. Matching the Q cast time to his auto attack frame time gives a lot more time to DPS, and we all know how much Kog'Maw can deal. And by increasing his AD ratio, his ult also becomes a threatening DPS spell, especially when you are on low health, because then it deals double the damage. So if you want a good pick to get free LP, he's the way to go right now. But make sure you have a support that can actually protect you. Next up we have the ban of the patch, and that is Skarner. This is not really a surprise, since most new and reworked champions start off with a high ban rate, because people are scared and not sure how to play against them yet. Even though Skarner does not have a high win rate right now, this will increase with time because we still need to experiment how to play him correctly and which items to build. He did already get some hotfix changes, which were focused on making him a better jungler and less good on top lane. But let's not be impatient, because his win rate will rise with time. Next up we have the winner of the patch, and that is Sona. Sona support, who would have guessed, an almost forgotten support. The only Sonas I have seen in the last years were either rare 1 tricks or the classic Sona Seraphine botlane combo. So what happened? She received some changes with a focus on the support aspect, which is more healing for your allies and also giving them more movement speed. Late game Sona has always been good, but she always struggled in the laning phase due to her being one of the squishiest champions in the game. Now her late game is even scarier, with all the healing she will give while having short cooldowns only. They did decrease the scaling of her damage by a bit, but in total this was a nice and welcome change, which makes her a great pick right now, and I'm honestly happy to see her more often. So, if you're a fan of enchanters, right now is a good time to become a Sona main. Let's get into the loser of the patch. Who should you not pick right now? Who is struggling? And that is Fiora. Her recent nerf might not sound that big, but reducing base attack damage is actually way bigger than it appears. She loses a lot of early game power because of that, which makes it a lot harder to win versus a lot of bruisers or juggernauts that she was always decent into. A lot of lane matchups where she insta-won became a lot harder all of a sudden. Not too long ago, she also saw another nerf that reduced her attack speed slow on her W, which didn't hurt her all too much, but all these nerfs combined definitely made her a lot weaker. I still don't know why her riposte has an attack speed slow, to be honest, but Riot probably has a reason for it. But all this does not mean she's unplayable right now. She still is one of the best 1v1 champions once she has items. But her power got greatly reduced because of that, and honestly, I think nobody minds. She has dominated top lane for far too long, so her being weak is honestly a blessing for top laners. But out of all the champions that got nerfed in the patch, she and her win rate got hit the hardest. And that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this. Have a wonderful rest of the day and good luck on the Rift.